Welcome to Good Day Straight Talk. Antoine Lewis reporting. Here's what we're working on today, celebrating the strides that women continue to make. We want you to meet a playwright and screenwriter who advocates for more equality in the entertainment industry. And then later we're going to tell you about the AFIA Foundation, which helps those stricken by tragedy across the globe. But first, let's talk power on the economic front. Female entrepreneurs continue making real statements in the business world. Here to tell us more about that impact are Kenya Abreu, the founder and president of the New York Women's Chamber of Commerce, Deputy Director Jacqueline Martel, who is also with Contract Her. That's an initiative you'll be hearing about. Annabelle Santos is founder and CEO of Spa Day. Every day should be a spa. And Malla Haridat, she's the founder and CEO of New Designs for Life Training. Ladies, good morning to you, and thank you for coming on this Street Talk.
Good morning. Hello, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We haven't had this full of a couch in a while, so let's start with you, my dear Kenya. Just tell me about the work that you do with the Women's Chamber of Commerce.
Of course. Thank you so much for having us. Well, the New York Women's Chamber of Commerce is a very special chamber because it's dedicated to women, to helping women entrepreneurs. That's what we do. Our mission is really to economically empower women by helping them start and grow successful business in the city of New York. That's what we do. We've been around for almost 16 years. It will be our sweet 16 anniversary in September.
Okay, well, happy birthday and anniversary to you there. Jacqueline, you're the deputy director?
Yes.
And how did you come into the fold here?
Actually, I interned with Kenya during my last year of graduate school at Columbia Social Work School, where I focused on nonprofit management and sustainability. And then I came on full-time after working for the city for 1 year. And I love it. I love working with the women entrepreneurs. You know, every day is a new day. I love on the ground doing the work that needs to be done to help, women, operate their businesses and grow their businesses.
She's got great energy, right?
Yes, she does. That's why I hire her.
So, Annabelle, every day should be a spa day. Tell me about your company.
As it should. Well, I started it because my daughter had extreme eczema when she was a baby. And I learned about all the different people who had sensitive skin. And I took extra virgin olive oil and I turned it into skin, hair, and body care products. We're currently sold at Whole Foods, and our soap is offered in dispensers at Columbia University and other schools.
All right, and Maya, let's bring you into the conversation. Tell me about your company and your initiatives that you're working on.
Sure, thank you. I'm the founder of New Designs for Life Training. It's a leadership development company that helps entrepreneurs uncover what they don't know, about the unwritten rules of professional success. So we help them in figuring out how to put together plans and all types of things that allow them to grow their businesses.
So we're pretty diverse on the couch, but let's talk about the importance. We're talking about and celebrating female entrepreneurs, and we certainly like to see those numbers continue to grow. Where do things stand, Kenya, right now?
Well, we have a lot of women entrepreneurs in the city of New York. I mean, for every business that is opened by a man, two are opened by women. That's a reality. We're growing by the leaps and bounds, but the reality is also that in terms of making the money, we're not there yet, and that's what we're looking to do. That's one of the objectives of the New York Women's Chamber of Commerce, is helping our women get to the money, make the money that they need to make as women entrepreneurs. Right now, I think it's 90% of our women entrepreneurs are solopreneurs or have from 1 to 2 employees only, which means that they're not growing in terms of their business as much as we would like them to grow. They're not there yet, and that's where the work comes in of organizations like the New York Women's Chamber of Commerce to make sure that they get there, that they are making the money to be able to grow their business, because it's great to have a business, but it's better to have a business that makes money and that makes a lot of money, because that not only helps you as a women entrepreneur, but it also helps your community because you're creating employment. So that's what we're looking to do.
Tell me, why is there still, when you said the pay is not there, the money is not there, why is that still an issue in 2018?
Well, you have to remember also that we are relatively new women in this area of being entrepreneurs. And what happens is we have challenges. I mean, women have challenges that we face every day. We have challenges in industries. For instance, there's certain industries that have been a male-dominated industry for the longest time, like construction, for instance, and other areas. So we're still trying to bring down those barriers. And then also there is the challenge of access to capital. continues to be a big challenge. We were just talking about this before, that what you see mainly for women, offered to women entrepreneurs, is what we call microloans that are from, you know, $500 to $10,000. Well, we don't want to have a micro business. We don't want to have a micro life. So we have to look at all of that, and we are constantly talking to the city, Department of Small Business Services, and to the state on how do we create initiatives that are really going to change that that model that we have right now of our women entrepreneurs, of being solopreneurs, to a bigger business, to what we call, you know, a business that is creating wealth for our women.
So let's bring in Jacqueline right now and the initiative Contract Her.
Yes, Contract Her.
Tell me about Contract Her, and you're representing the millennials, so you're the generation that's going to either put us in the senior citizens' homes or move us along forward. You know, but just tell me from your perspective, you know, as a millennial, you talk about your initiative and then what you're seeing as you're listening and the things you learned from Kenya.
Yes, yes. So to Kenya's point, women entrepreneurs, there's over 400,000 women entrepreneurs in New York City alone, and it's growing, you know, very rapidly. Some of the indicators of success, as Kenya mentioned, are, you know, employee retention, access to capital, and things like that. We work at the New York Women's Chamber of Commerce to connect women entrepreneurs to government contracts, city and state government contracts. And Contract Her is an initiative that was born after our conversations with countless members of the Chamber who said, okay, I'm certified to do business with the city of New York, because, mind you, there's a $16 billion pool of money that, you know, is allocated to minority and women business enterprises in the city of New York.
Well, no, that I didn't know.
See,
but,
right? That's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
That being said, you know, the city has done a lot of programs to help women become certified. We at the Chamber, we walk you step by step on how to become certified, because that's the first step in getting that money. But then what happens afterwards, right? There's a lot of barriers that women entrepreneurs, particularly those women entrepreneurs of color, face, you know, in accessing capital, retaining employees, you know, networking, mentorship, things like that. So Contract Her is an initiative that brings those pieces together. We're helping women entrepreneurs to build capacity after they become certified by connecting them with those who have actual purchasing power at these agencies and also at corporations, but also giving them the leadership development skills along the way.
So look, Annabelle, first of all, we all know that, I'll go on record saying this, it's the female mind that drives the thinking. You know, I seem to think, you know, all of our choices about fashion and things like that are all primarily influenced by female. Why is it so tough for women to get a little bit more than $500 when you get 16 billion or million out there, you know, that's just waiting for ladies with bright and out-of-the-box thinking ideas to just say, hey, give me a share?
Right. Well, I think it has to do with change.
Okay.
People are hesitant to make a change in their purchases. They're hesitant to invest and take a chance on small women entrepreneurs by buying their products or buying their services. But what we need to do is we need to give these people the incentive and the education to know, like, you can make a change for the better, because we need to all together improve the economy, improve the success of small businesses, and, you know, we need to start seeing some of that money that's going to the large businesses, because it's very hard for us to compete.
I agree with that. Maya, toughest challenge that you faced, if you mind sharing that with us, you know, in your search, just to remind everybody that I'm a woman, I can do too.
Of course.
And can probably do better.
Definitely. There's a lot of challenges, I think, for women entrepreneurs, and I know firsthand that I've experienced those challenges of looking for contracts that would allow my company to be able to grow. Because that's the reality of it, is that once you get certified, or once you're able to prove that you have a track record, then it is about what Annabelle's sharing about getting companies to take a chance on you. So yes, there is an opportunity for me to look at a 6-figure, 7-figure contract, but you've got to be willing sometimes to work with women entrepreneurs to help us get that capacity to be able to do it. But there's no doubt we have a track record a lot of times. I, as a service business owner that do a lot of training and workshops, I can show you the results that I've gotten, but it really takes people that are making those purchasing decisions to start looking at the broader spectrum to see what the opportunities are. You know, it said, for example, you put $1 into a woman-owned business and you're going to get $3 back within that community. We're going to employ the people local to us. We're going to figure out ways of how to be able to put money back into the specific communities that we live in, that our children are in, that our families are in. So there's such a win-win opportunity, but it is getting people who right now have those opportunities to give us access to financing, real loans, not micro loans, real contracts that allow us to be able to grow in the same way that they've done in the past for others, where they didn't put those barriers in place. They didn't come up with crazy rules of how to be able to grow that are going to be very key for us.
What's your website if someone wants to get in touch with you?
Sure.
Where you are, Maya. Share that with us.
It's www.newdesignsforlife.com.
And all your information is up there?
All my information is up there, yes. And I have a very easy name to Google, so if you look up Malla Haridat, it's not hard to find.
Okay. Annabelle.
Yes.
If people want to know more about Spa Day.
Yes, it's www.spadet. And I'm also DET.com.
Okay.
And I'm also a Tory Burch Fellow finalist.
Congratulations.
So please vote for me.
Congratulations.
For a chance to win $100,000.
That is huge.
Real money.
What's your daughter's
real
name?
money.
What's your daughter's
My
name?
daughter's Devin Carey, and she is 11 years old now.
So we have to thank Devin for the inspiration when
Yes,
you go home.
thank you so much.
My dear, now you're the deputy director.
Yes.
Your future is so bright. I can just tell from your energy. What's next for you? What else are you working on besides Contract Her? Anything else you got cooking on your stove?
I'm all about, you know, trying to grow our organization, trying to recruit more members to the New York Women's Chamber of Commerce and take us to a national level. You know, there's a lot, like Kenya was saying, New York City is one of the best places. I'll say it because I'm a native New Yorker.
You do
It's the best place for entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs. But it's about also taking this message to a national level and connecting with women, not only nationally, but also globally. So we're looking to expand the chamber on that front.
So nice to meet all of you. Stick around for 1 second. Everybody, coming up next, playwright and activist Ione Lloyd is here sharing her experiences in the entertainment industry. We're continuing our discussion on empowering other women when we return on Street Talk.